Okay, welcome to another Dewey's Math Maker video. This one is going to tackle division of polynomials, so it follows the long division of polynomials, but using the synthetic way of doing long division. And it's a very slick method. You're going to need a factor that is linear, so your divisor factor needs to be just x to the first power, like x plus 2 or x minus 3. And then synthetic long division is very easy. And you also need to know the coefficients of your polynomial. And make sure that you fill in any missing coefficients of your polynomial. So for any missing terms. So for example, if your polynomial was 4x cubed plus 2x squared plus 6, you are missing the linear term. So the missing term is 0x. And the coefficients you're going to need for your synthetic division are 4, 2, 0, and then the constant 6. So I'm going to demonstrate this in a method to find the polynomial long division for the following polynomial. The example I'm going to give you is an example where we want to take 3x cubed minus 9x squared plus 2x minus 6, and we want to divide it by x minus 3. Now, the first step is to always translate this to the corresponding value. You want to set it equal to 0, and your synthetic divisor is going to actually be x equals 3. The opposite sign. You need the opposite sign of this term as your divisor, because you're going to add when you're doing synthetic division rather than subtract. So my divisor is 3 from my factor x minus 3, or my proposed divisor. I don't know if it's actually a factor yet. And I need each one of these coefficients and the constant. But I'm going to set them up with sort of an upside down division box, if you will. And my coefficients are going to go up in the top part of the box. Be sure to include any negative sign with the coefficient, and include any 0 if you have a term, like in this polynomial, that's missing a term. Your coefficient must be 0 in your list. So this is the really crucial setup for synthetic division. You have an upside down box, your coefficients go up in the top shelf, and your divisor is the opposite of the constant term in your binomial here, your linear binomial. Okay. The steps are the following. Your very first coefficient, bring it down as it is. Now you're going to use it as a multiplier. 3 times 3 is 9. Now you add. Negative 9 plus 9 happens to be 0. Use that as a multiplier. 3 times 0 is 0. Now you add these terms and you get 2. Then 3 times 2 is 6. Add the terms, and for the constant term in the last box you get 0. So your remainder is 0, and we'll talk more about that later. And the resulting polynomial that you get when you do this division, so the quotient polynomial will be 3x squared plus 0x plus 2 as a constant. So I'm going to write this out. 3x squared plus my 0x plus 2 is your quotient remainder. So if the problem asked you just to find the quotient polynomial, you could write this, or you could drop the middle term since it's a 0x term. If you wanted to factor your polynomial, you would have x minus 3 as the first factor, and this polynomial would be your second factor. And because the remainder is 0, this is a full factorization of, well, it's a factorization of your starting polynomial. You always want to double check if what results could also be factored further, but in this case, this binomial here does not factor. And I could FOIL this out and I would get my starting polynomial. So this is the key to synthetic division, is you have to take the opposite sign from your constant term here. You have to use the coefficients in a row up top, and then you're going to multiply and add. So I'm going to do another example for you where you can maybe get the hang of this synthetic division a little bit better as well, and one where there might be a remainder. So I'm going to ask you to, for your next example, take the polynomial 6x cubed plus x minus 1 and divide it by x plus 2. Perhaps you're being asked, is this a factor? Prove it using synthetic division. Or you may just be asked to divide and find the quotient polynomial and any remainder. Okay? So again, for synthetic division, you need the opposite sign. So we're going to use -2. You create a bookshelf. You need your coefficients up here, but you're missing, by the way, a squared term, right? In the standard descending order of your polynomial, you're missing the quadratic term in this case. So you're going to fill in a 0 with a leading coefficient. So I have 6 as the coefficient here, 0, 1 is my coefficient for that term, and then -1. So once you have this set up, remember you need to bring down the first value. Then you need to multiply, and then you need to add, and then you're going to repeat. Doesn't make much of an acronym. BMAR. Bring down the first term. Then multiply these two terms and place it on the shelf. Then add these two terms and then repeat. So multiply these two terms, add these two terms, and then repeat. Multiply and then add. So I actually have a remainder. It's not 0, so it means that this is your original divisor polynomial is not a factor of your starting polynomial. And we need to write out the quotient polynomial, the answer. So remember, you started with x to the third power and you divided by a single x term. So this is going to be x squared here. So 6x squared minus 12x plus 25 plus a remainder of -51 over x plus 2. So this would be your entire quotient. This portion is called your quotient polynomial, and this is your remainder polynomial. I don't think those terms are necessarily so important. But again, your divisor is not a factor because you had a remainder. And then there is another theorem that is called the, I'm trying to remember the name of that theorem. The factor theorem. The factor theorem says that if the remainder is 0, then the divisor is a factor. The remainder theorem says, not to get my theorems confused, the remainder theorem says that when you divide by this linear factor, okay, the remainder is equal to the value. So the remainder, in this case negative 51, is equal to the value of the polynomial for this value here. So if we were to take the value negative 2, plug it into our original polynomial function, this one up here, we should get the result negative 51. And that's the remainder theorem that I presented at the end of the long division video. Anyhow, this was a summary of synthetic division, and the key is the opposite term that comes out here, create that shelf, and put your coefficients here. Bring down, right, and then multiply. Not sure that diagram really helps you much, but and then you have to add. So that's the summary. Bring down, multiply, add, repeat. And when you've done a few, I think you're going to find that it's actually kind of fun. That's the end of synthetic division and the end of 3-3.